Bubble Busters!
What kind of parents raised you to become so selfish?
Huh? I've had enough. This is what you get for being so selfish.
What are you doing? You're a monster! I'm on fire! Help! You've ruined my dress! Somebody help me, please! Help!
My name is Helen, and I met my fiancé Alan at a company party, and we hit it off right away. We worked for the same company, but in different divisions, so we rarely saw each other at the workplace. Our work schedules were different too, so there were times when we didn't get to see each other for a long period of time. But we continued to see each other, and after 3 years of dating, Alan proposed to me. 6 months had passed since Alan had proposed, and now I was going to meet his parents for the first time. I'm really nervous about meeting your parents. I hope that they'll like me.
You'll be fine. My parents are easygoing, so you have nothing to worry about. Besides, they'll love you because I love you. Just be yourself, and you'll have a great time tomorrow.
You're right, but I'm nervous anyway.
I'll be by your side the whole time. I'm sure that you'll get along great with my parents.
Meeting your fiancé's parents for the first time is a big deal, and I was really nervous. I could tell that Alan came from a good family, and I wanted to make a good first impression. That was how I felt before I met them, but it turned out that I was wrong about them.
Nice to meet you, Helen. Welcome to our home.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me.
You don't need to be nervous. Come in and make yourself at home.
Yes, thank you.
Helen's a great cook and a great homemaker. She sewed my shirt button back on the other day in just 3 seconds. Isn't she amazing?
Wow, that's amazing.
Just like Alan had said, his parents were really easy to get along with. I began to relax and have a nice time with his parents. After a while, Alan's older sister Sarah came home and joined us. Oh, you must be Helen. I've been dying to meet my little brother's fiancé. You're even prettier in person. It's very nice to meet you, Sarah.
I can see that you two will get along really well.
Yes, we will, and we're going to be family. Yay! So Alan tells me that you work at the same company as he does. He tells me that you work in the equity trading division. Yes, that's right.
Wow, that sounds like such a cool job.
So you deal with stocks from around the world?
You're like the female version of Warren Buffett.
I'm nowhere close to being like Warren Buffett. What are stocks anyway? Can you explain them to me? I know that you can get shareholder benefits, but... Oh, by the way, I got some baseball game tickets for free, but I'm not interested in baseball. So if I were to compare those tickets to stocks, I suppose they would just be pieces of paper. I suppose you could say that. My boyfriend is really into baseball, but I don't understand the sport at all. Why do they call a strike? Have you ever thought about that? Did you know that Alan used to play baseball as a child? He would always come home with his baseball uniform covered in dirt. What are your thoughts on baseball? I'm not really a big fan of baseball either.
Sarah, you're rambling and you're not making any sense.
Helen, you don't need to answer all of Sarah's questions. Sarah is a very curious person and she likes to ask a lot of questions.
Oh yes, I see. Alan's parents were very nice to me and Alan was the perfect guy for me. And his sister, Sarah, although a little strange, was fun to be around. I was happy to be part of this family and relieved that they were all nice people. That was how I felt until my wedding day arrived, when everything changed for the worst.
Please wait here for a little while longer until the groom is ready. We are also waiting for the last of the wedding guests to arrive. By the way, you look beautiful in your wedding dress.
Thank you very much. I'm very fond of this dress. I'm so happy to be able to wear this on my wedding day.
Your husband-to-be is so lucky to be marrying such a beautiful bride like you.
Oh, you're too kind. I was ready for the wedding. I just had to wait a little longer for all the guests to arrive. Sarah then came in to see me. She was the first one to see me in my wedding gown.
Hi, Helen. How are you? Are you nervous about getting married to my brother?
Hi, Sarah.
I wanted to be the first one to see you in your wedding dress. I'm so excited for you.
Well, thank you.
My parents are making their way here as we speak. I really love your dress. It looks great on you. I'd love to wear the same dress for my wedding, too.
This very same dress?
I'm sure that we're the same size, so the dress would be perfect for me, too.
I'm not sure, but there must be other dresses out there that'd be...
We look like twins. We're practically the same height, too. You may weigh a little more than me, though.
People see me in the streets and think that I'm a model. I'm not sure we see things in the same way. My definition of a model is different from yours.
What are you saying?
Nothing important.
Could you take off your dress? I'm gonna try it on to see how it looks on me.
Now? My wedding is starting soon. You're not even engaged to anyone yet.
I think that the dress would look much better on me. I'll take it off your hands and wear it at my own wedding.
You're not making any sense.
The relatives that are coming to my wedding will be the same relatives that are coming to your wedding today. I don't want them to think that I'm wearing an old dress if they see me wearing the same one as you. You wouldn't want to embarrass your sister-in-law like that, would you? And it's obvious that I'd look much prettier in the dress than you, so it'd be wise of you to hand over the dress to me now. Today is my wedding day, and this is my dress. I'm not giving it to you. You can choose a different dress. You still have time. Are you embarrassed to undress in front of me and reveal your unsightly body? That's not it.
Although I resisted to my honor, Sarah tried to pull the dress off of me. We were in the middle of a catfight when Sarah's parents came into the room.
Sarah, why did you leave the house without us? What are you two fighting about?
Dad, don't you think that I'd look better in Helen's wedding dress than she does? I asked her not to wear the dress today so that I can wear it on my wedding day, but she won't allow it. That's why I'm trying to get her out of the dress.
I assumed that Sarah's parents would take my side as their daughter was being ridiculous. But to my shock, Sarah's parents began to blame me for this situation.
What Sarah is saying makes sense. I think that you should listen to her. Why don't you get out of this dress and find yourself a new one?
Helen, you should try to do what my dad says. He's right about everything.
I don't understand what's happening.
Do you not see that this is my wedding and my dress?
Do you think that what Sarah is saying is wrong? I think that as your older sister, she has every right to wear this dress if she wants to. It would be disrespectful to disobey her wishes.
That's right. I'm your older sister now, so you have to listen to what I say. Alan always listens to me. You should do the same.
Do you know how crazy you both sound?
I'm not taking off my wedding dress. I can help Sarah find a great wedding dress when she gets married, but today is my wedding day. Please don't forget that. I want this dress, and I don't want you to wear it before I do. I'm upset that you're sweating in that dress. It's going to stain. Take it off before you ruin it. The dress doesn't suit you. I'd look much more beautiful in it. I have modeling experience, so you should take my fashion advice.
Helen, I think that you should listen to Sarah. She's the fashion expert after all. Only family can be honest. And we're telling you that Sarah would look much better in that dress. You should wear a different dress that suits you more. I'm starting to think that you're selfish. What kind of parents raised you to become so selfish?
Huh? I've had enough. This is what you get for being so selfish.
What are you doing? You're a monster! I'm on fire!
Help! You've ruined my dress! Somebody help me, please! Help! Look at Helen. She's on fire and she's rolling around on the floor.
Helen looks silly, doesn't she? If only she had listened to you.
I know, if only she had. She can't go out looking like this. She'll be a laughingstock.
You're absolutely right. We don't want to make a fool out of Alan either.
I'm burning up! Somebody help! You must be so hot. If only you would listen to me. You look like a lit up Christmas tree.
She does look like a Christmas tree.
I can't wait to get this party started. The dress now looks like a different one altogether. It looks better on Helen like this. This is my kind of party.
The dress was on fire and Alan's family was standing there laughing at me. I was panicking. The dress was starting to burn through me, but then one of the staff came to my rescue.
Oh, what's going on here? You're on fire! Somebody, please help!
We need to get you out of this dress first. Can I ask everyone else to step out of the room for their safety?
Somebody, please bring us a bucket of water!
The wedding staff turned out the fire. And although I was scared and horrified, I wasn't severely hurt. I was also soaking wet with water and I felt horrible. I was in no state to go ahead with my wedding. My wedding dress was long and the staff had to help me get out of it. Luckily, I didn't have any burns, but my dress was in tatters. Can you believe that a family would do such a terrible thing? What do they have against me? Today was supposed to be one of the happiest moments of my life and they ruined it.
We know that it won't solve everything, but we can get you a new dress right away. If you could get changed now, we'll still be able to start the wedding according to schedule.
I was supposed to get married in that dress. It was special to me. Wearing a different dress won't have the same meaning for me.
We understand how difficult this must be for you, and you really did look lovely in that dress.
Did you like my surprise earlier? Now you don't have to humiliate yourself by wearing a dress that doesn't look good on you. I wish you'd be a little more grateful. I can help you find a more suitable wedding dress if you'd like. A surprise? It was more like a punishment. Do you understand the gravity of what you've done?
If you can't appreciate a surprise from someone that tried to make you happy, I don't think that we can welcome you into our family. I thought that you were better than this.
I'd like to say the same thing back to you and your crazy family. How could you light my dress on fire? You could go to jail for something like this.
Like we said, we did it as a surprise to make you happy. Did you not see that? I was clearly the victim, but Alan's family was acting as if I did something wrong to them. I left the room with the staff to look for a new wedding dress to wear. As I was waiting for some new dresses to be shown to me, I cried hard. My parents and Alan came over to see how I was doing. Helen, why aren't you wearing your dress? And why are your clothes wet? My dress was ruined. In tears, I told my parents and Alan what had happened. My mom was livid. She was going to confront Alan's family. We heard laughter coming out of the room that Alan's family was in. We heard what was being said through the door.
Sarah, what a brilliant idea you came up with. It was great fun seeing Helen's dress on fire.
I know, I'm great, aren't I? Besides, it's Alan's fault for deciding to get married before his older sister. If he had any manners, he would wait for me to get married first. I'm going to do everything in my power to sabotage this wedding.
I think you've done enough already, sweetie. I don't think Helen will marry Alan after seeing what a crazy family we are.
Yes, they'll break up for sure.
Everything went as planned. I'm happy about that. Alan and Helen have no idea how I've been controlling them. But let's keep the part about setting fire on Helen's dress a secret. I don't want to get into any unnecessary trouble.
It won't be a problem if they break up before Alan finds out about it. I'll tell Alan that Helen suddenly started acting crazy and lit her dress on fire because she didn't like the way that she looked in it. This way, Alan will become too scared to marry someone crazy like Helen and call off the wedding.
That sounds like a great plan, Dad. Let's do it. I'm so happy about getting rid of Helen and destroying Alan's wedding.
I had no idea that they were doing such evil things behind my back. This is unforgivable. I'm going to teach my family a big lesson for ruining my day.
Alan, wait. Where are you going?
I'm going to confront my family. I won't forgive them for what they did to Helen.
I understand that you're angry, but let's calm down for a minute and think things through carefully. Also, I might be able to do something about the dress.
What do you mean?
Helen, you know what I mean, right? Oh, you mean that?
What's going on?
Alan, can you wait in the other room with my father? We're going to fix this. My mother and I went back into the changing room. We had come up with a plan to get revenge on Alan's family. I was really angry with them for ruining my wedding day. They said that I was too selfish. But look who's talking.
Troublebusters.
Our wedding began an hour later according to schedule. Alan's family looked confused as they sat at their table. They had expected us to cancel the wedding since they had gotten rid of my precious dress.
I wonder if they found a new dress. And why didn't Alan freak out about Helen's crazy behavior? They were supposed to get into a fight over the burnt dress.
I thought that our plan worked seamlessly.
Alan and I entered the room and ignored his family completely. I wowed everyone in my new dress. It was even more beautiful than the first one. The majority of the wedding guests gazed at us lovingly, but Alan's family and some of the guests became restless.
I heard that Helen had to find a new wedding dress at the very last minute.
What do you mean?
I overheard the staff talking when I went to the bathroom earlier. Apparently someone burned her first wedding dress and ruined it. Who would do such a thing? Oh, that's a terrible thing to do to a person. It turns out that it was someone from Alan's family. Can you believe it? Helen came out into the hallway in a burnt dress and asked the staff for help. Luckily, Alan and Helen's parents came to Helen's rescue, but the wedding staff was saying that this is the first time that they saw family drama of this magnitude.
That's outrageous!
Soon after, more and more guests at the wedding found out about what Alan's family had done to my wedding dress. One of Alan's relatives got up from his chair and walked over to Sarah. He was drunk from drinking too much at the wedding.
We're hearing rumors about what you and your parents did to the bride. Did you burn the bride's wedding dress? Were you jealous of the bride because she's so much more beautiful than you? Did you do it out of jealousy? Why don't you say something for yourself?
Well, it's not...
So you're not going to deny it then? So you're guilty of the crime. What you did is unforgivable. You should be ashamed of yourself. You need to go apologize to the bride and groom right now.
Wait, that's not...
I apologize on behalf of Sarah for her atrocious behavior. I'll make sure that she pays you back for all the damages.
I did Helen a favor. She didn't look good in her dress. I'm a model and I'm a fashion expert. I merely gave her some advice.
Don't make up such idiotic excuses. You should own up to what you did. It was wrong. You're not a model, and you're not nice enough to give anyone genuine advice.
Did you just say that I didn't look good in my dress? I did. I would have looked much better in that dress. Don't you know that my mother custom designed the dress especially for me? Don't you know that my mother is a renowned fashion designer? If you really are a model, you would recognize her designs. That can't be true. Your mother is a famous fashion designer and she has shops around the world? My mother's very talented, so there's no way that the dress that she designed especially for me wouldn't look good on me. The dress was made in my size too, so there's no way that you would fit into it. Or are you indirectly saying that the dress my mother designed for me isn't good enough? If you were a model, you would know the difference between a normal design and a great one.
Helen has a point. Her mother is a world-class designer. You have no idea what you're talking about, Sarah. You should be ashamed of what you did to Helen. You're ruining the ambience. You should leave.
Why is everyone getting mad at me?
Why are you blaming Sarah for this? It's not her fault. You should be more respectful to the groom's sister.
We think that you're the one that should leave for being so rude.
How stupid are you? Just shut up. I don't want to hear any more excuses. You're embarrassing our entire family.
I don't consider you my family after what you did to Helen. I've decided to cut all ties with you. I won't forgive you for the way that you treated Helen.
Alan, you don't need to fight back. Sarah's about to get her punishment now. Sarah, did you enjoy making fun of me in front of all of our wedding guests? What do you mean? Your boyfriend is one of Alan's best friends, isn't he? I met him through Alan the other day. Being Alan's best friend, he would naturally be at his wedding, no? Oh no! What have I done? Your boyfriend left earlier and said that he needed some time to clear his mind. You were lucky that he didn't see everything. What are you saying? He said that it bothered you that Alan was getting married before you? Well, now that your boyfriend knows your true personality, it looks like you won't be getting married anytime soon. If you're really a model like you say you are, I think that you should watch your weight a little more. No offense, but you look like a hippo. I suppose you could work at the zoo. I hope that your plan to make Alan and I upset backfired. I can't believe that this is happening to me! Sarah, where are you going? We apologize for all the family drama today. Now that the family squabble has been resolved, we'd like to continue with the wedding party. Please enjoy.
Yes, please do. Alan, don't make Helen do all the dirty work. Stand up for her. You're the man of the house now. Do you have any balls?
Stop embarrassing me in front of everyone.
The wedding went on and everyone had a good time despite what happened earlier. We found out later that Alan's family was shunned by their relatives. Alan's parents were heavily criticized for their lack of parenting skills. After the wedding was over, I called the police and Sarah was arrested for her crimes.
I'm not sure if cash is the appropriate way to do this, but please, take it. I'm old-fashioned. I only trust cash.
This is too much. I can't accept $100,000.
Don't you know how much one of your mother's custom designs cost? You should know this. You're her daughter. I have to pay back for the dress that Sarah ruined. I'm sure this is around how much it cost.
Oh, really? I know that my mother is famous, but I didn't know that her designs were that expensive.
Please, accept the cash. It will make me feel a little better about what Sarah did to you.
Well, thank you very much. It's very considerate and generous of you.
Also, will you pass on a message to Alan for me? Sarah's boyfriend dumped her, and she learned her lesson, it seems.
Yes, I'll pass the message along. He may already know about the breakup because Sarah's ex-boyfriend is Alan's best friend. About this money, why are you paying me when this was not your fault?
I'm just paying it on their behalf. I'll make sure that Alan's family pays me back before I die. I'll be keeping an eye on them to make sure that they don't cause any more trouble. I actually work for a loan shark, so I'm used to getting people to pay back what they owe.
Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. True to his word, Alan's uncle made sure that Alan's family were not late in paying back their debts and kept a close eye on them at all times. As for me, I found a way to upcycle my burnt dress. It doesn't look the same, but the dress is still special to me, seeing that my mother designed it especially for me. My mother and the people that worked for her really liked the new design and asked me to join the company as a designer. Alan also found a job overseas and we decided to move abroad together. I was lucky enough to continue working for my mother in one of her international offices. In a way, I was thankful to Sarah because her ruining my dress turned my life for the better in so many ways. But regardless, what she did was wrong and she needs to pay for her crimes. It'll probably take her a lifetime to get everyone to forgive her for her actions, but that's a price she has to pay. Troublebusters.
Did I say something that I wasn't supposed to?
So you basically collect garbage and unwanted items.
Yes, that's basically it.
So you mentioned that you work with your father.
Yes, I do.
So your father also collects garbage and unwanted items.
Yes, he does.
This must be a joke.
What do you mean?
I'm Alan. After graduating from college, I joined my father's company, and I started working for one of the company's group subsidiaries. When I started off, my salary was really low and the hours were long.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm glad that I don't have to work tomorrow.
You work so hard. I admire you for that.
I thought that my father would take it a little easy on me, but apparently not. The work is very strenuous, and on top of that, my father only pays me a minimum salary.
I'm sure that your father's just being strict with you to prepare you for the day that you take over his empire. He treats all his other employees well and pays them decently.
That's totally not fair. And how come he tells you these things and not me?
By the way, I brought over my mother's stew. Would you like me to heat it up for you?
Yes, I love your mother's stew.
Helen is my best friend, and I'm lucky because she lives nearby, and we can see each other whenever we want to. So, every night after work, we spend some time together, and she usually brings me something delicious to eat. I've known Helen forever, and we've been best friends since we were children. We're both now in our 30s.
Time flies.
Working for my father was tough, but I learned the ropes quickly, and I enjoyed being challenged every day. I moved out of my parents' house after graduating college and started to live on my own. I have a serious girlfriend named Sarah whom I've been dating for a year, and I plan to propose to her soon. Having a place of my own is great because I get to spend lots of time alone with her, without worrying about my parents interrupting. Sarah is one of the reasons why I've been working so hard. I want to be good at my job so that when we eventually get married, I can support her financially. I'm determined to make her happy. One night, I asked Sarah out for a romantic date. We went out to a really nice restaurant together. Sarah, if we start living together, I promise that I'll do my share of the chores. You can assign me all the chores that you detest. I was trying to propose to her, but I was so nervous that I kept on saying the wrong things.
Chores?
What I meant to say is that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you. Will you make me the happiest man alive and marry me?
Yes.
After that, Sarah told me that her dream was to get married and stay at home to make the house a happy place for her family. I was elated because I got the girl of my dreams to agree to marry me. I felt like I was living a dream, but it wasn't a dream. I was getting married to my beautiful girlfriend. The next weekend, I drove with Sarah to go meet her parents for the first time. I'm really nervous about meeting your parents. I hope that they like me. I've seen movies where things don't go as planned when meeting the in-laws, so I was a bit worried. My heart was racing, and my stomach was in knots. As these thoughts went through my mind, we arrived in front of Sarah's house. I'm Alan. It's very nice meeting you both.
It's nice to meet you. Welcome to our home.
Come on in. Let's have a drink together.
Things were off to a good start. Sarah's parents seemed really nice.
I like to go to baseball games on the weekends. How do you usually spend your weekends?
I love baseball too.
We should go see a game together.
I love that. Thank you so much. I started to feel a little less nervous. I was glad that we were all getting along.
By the way, what type of work do you do?
Our company provides all kinds of services. We're the one-stop shop that people can rely on. Right now, we're working on a project to collect... As I was explaining the project to Sarah's father, his expression began to change. Did I say something that I wasn't supposed to?
So you basically collect garbage and unwanted items.
Yes, that's basically it.
So you mentioned that you work with your father.
Yes, I do.
So your father also collects garbage and unwanted items.
Yes, he does.
This must be a joke.
What do you mean? Sarah's father got up from his chair and looked like he was about to start yelling at me. The air in the room was now very different. Sarah's father was glaring at me.
I can't let my daughter marry a dustman.
I couldn't believe the words coming out from Sarah's father's mouth. Why would my profession change his attitude?
Sarah, I cannot allow you to marry this man.
I agree with your father. You should reconsider marrying Alan.
I was upset to see that Sarah's mother was taking her husband's side. Only a few minutes ago, they were welcoming me into their home. And now they seem to hate me. Sarah's parents were telling Sarah not to make a decision that she would regret for life.
A dustman reeks of garbage after a long day of work, and the pay is really bad too. You deserve to be with someone better.
The reason why I'm happily married to your father is because he's rich. If we didn't have any money, we wouldn't be a happy family.
If you get married to Alan, you'll be poor for the rest of your life.
I had to say something to defend myself. They had it all wrong. But then I caught Sarah glaring at me.
I agree with my parents. Alan, let's break off the engagement. I can't get married to a dustman.
What?
You deceived me. You didn't tell me the truth about what you do for a living.
Deceive? I did no such thing.
Mom, Dad, thank you for helping me not make the biggest mistake of my life. I won't marry Alan. He's a con artist.
Sarah, why are you doing this? I thought that you loved me. You know what I do for a living. I tell you everything.
I don't remember what you told me before, and you should have told me if getting married to you meant that I was going to be poor.
I'm not poor. Right now, I'm working as a dustman because that's what my company has been outsourced to do. But it's only a project and nothing permanent.
I can't trust anything that you tell me anymore. What would my friends think if they found out I was married to a dustman? How embarrassing for me.
I'm telling you that that is not my only job. Besides, what do you have against dustmen? You should appreciate the work that they do for our community. And I'm not dealing with household refuse, so it doesn't even smell bad. And I shower at work after my work is done, so I'm clean when I get home.
I want to be a housewife when I get married. If you don't earn that much, that means that I have to work too. That's not what I want.
Like I said before, you can be a housewife. I can make enough money for the two of us, and our children if we have any. Money is not an issue here.
I don't believe you.
I tried to tell Sarah and her parents that they had it all wrong, but they wouldn't listen to me. I guarantee you that I can make Sarah happy, and she won't have to worry about money if we get married. Please, believe me.
I don't think you'll be able to do that for Sarah.
Look, my daughter clearly doesn't want to marry you anymore. If you continue to pester her, I'm going to have to report you to the police and tell them that you're stalking her.
That's outrageous.
Now, please, leave our house.
I don't want to see you anymore. Please leave. I had no idea that you were such a con artist.
The three of them kicked me out of their house. What a terrible day this has turned into. Although I didn't want to, I decided to call off my engagement to Sarah. We were no longer on the same page. I was really upset. I had done nothing wrong, yet I was being punished somehow. I could have sued Sarah, but I didn't have the energy to do so. Besides, suing her would cost me too much time and money. After a while, I received a phone call from Sarah's father.
You'd better not sue us. You're the one that deceived us. If you try to take this to court, we'll sue you for fraud.
You're not listening to me! This is a huge misunderstanding!
We have nothing more to say to you.
Please, take a moment to listen!
Don't act like the victim here.
Just listen to what I have to say, okay?
Shut up. We don't want to have anything else to do with you.
After yelling at me without allowing me to explain, Sarah's father hung up the phone on me. I was really angry now. I'd been working really hard up until now to make Sarah happy. I was devastated, but I had to let my parents know that my engagement had been called off. My parents were upset for me, and they were concerned about my well-being. I was having a hard time getting over Sarah, and I was having trouble concentrating at work. My parents invited me to stay with them for a while. They were worried about me. My dad even gave me a month off of work to recover. I was a mess. I stayed locked up in the house all day long. I would either sleep throughout the day or play games. I didn't like myself very much right now.
Alan, you need to stop playing games and get out of the house.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll try to be productive today.
I understand that Sarah dumping you was a big shock for you, but you need to move on. She wasn't the one for you.
I don't know what to do with my life, Dad.
Let's go out for a drink for a start. I can tell you some funny stories about work to make you happy.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I was grateful to my dad for supporting me through this. And my mother made me hearty meals every day to cheer me up. I was happy that I had such great parents. And there was one more person that was very concerned about me. My best friend, Helen.
Alan, are you eating properly?
Yes, I am. My mom's been feeding me, so not to worry.
I heard about what happened between you and Sarah. I'm so sorry.
I'm so embarrassed and ashamed.
There's no need for you to be. You did nothing wrong. You worked so hard to impress Sarah, and she doesn't know what she's lost. It's her loss.
Thanks for cheering me up. I already feel a little better.
You'll meet someone wonderful soon who'll make you even happier than Sarah ever did. And one day you'll be happy that you didn't end up with someone like Sarah.
Helen, how sweet of you to say.
And even if you don't have true love, you'll still have me as your best friend.
Helen blushed after saying that to me.
I'm waiting for a Prince Charming of my own, too.
I was happy to have a friend like Helen. She was making me smile without even trying that hard. Let's see who finds their true love first.
Game on.
I felt like something in the air between us had changed slightly. I felt at ease with Helen, and it even felt a little romantic. Am I starting to develop some new feelings for Helen? It didn't take long for me to realize that I was starting to fall in love with Helen. Because of Helen, I was back to my old self. I was happy and smiling again. 3 years passed. Helen and I were attending a company event together. At the event, we ended up running into some people that we didn't want to see.
I can't believe it. It's Sarah's ex-boyfriend. The one that deceived her about his true identity.
Why was he still saying that after all these years? I despised him. I was mad, but I tried to conceal it by pasting a smile on my face. It's been a while.
What is a poor guy like you doing here?
I hope that you're not stalking me. That would be creepy.
Sarah's family hadn't changed a bit. They were still as mean as I had remembered them to be. If this were a baseball match and I was the umpire, I would dismiss them for bad sportsmanship.
So, I ask again, what are you doing here? You don't belong here.
I think that you should leave.
This is not a place for someone like you to be. This is an event for the upper class like us. The exit is that way. Now go along. Leave.
Sarah's father was trying to kick me out of the venue. Hold on a second. I'm here because I was invited.
What are you saying? You don't deserve to eat the hotel food that they serve here. Go home and eat some ramen noodles.
I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm not going home. Besides, after this event is over, I have a meeting here regarding my upcoming wedding. To that, Sarah's father began to laugh.
You should plan a wedding at a venue that is more in your price range. You won't be able to afford this 5-star hotel.
You never listen, do you? And then, Sarah's father said something terrible to Helen, who was standing behind me.
Are you Alan's fiancé?
Yes, I am.
I feel sorry for you. You're going to have to work really hard for the rest of your life. Your fiancé doesn't have any money.
What's it to you?
Besides, Alan is.
Hi, Alan. Nice to see you. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work. Because of you and your father, everyone is really happy.
It was the governor that came up to talk to me. Sarah's family was astonished to see the governor being friendly with me.
Oh, and I also wanted to congratulate you on your engagement. I'm delighted to be a part of your wedding.
Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you on the day of our wedding.
Huh?
Governor, why are you talking to this poor person like you know him?
What are you saying? Alan is next in line to head up the Busters group. Didn't you know that?
The Busters group?
I'm still learning so much from my father. I have big shoes to fill. That's right. I was the son of the CEO of the widely known Busters Group. And Sarah's father was the CEO of a smaller firm that had dealings with Busters Group. Sarah and her family had thrown me out of their house before I had the opportunity to tell them which company I was working for. If only they had listened to what I had to say to them.
Then you were telling the truth about having your wedding here.
Of course it's true. Why would I lie about something like that? Governor, we look forward to the speech that you'll be making at our wedding.
Leave it to me.
A speech?
I thought that you worked as a dustman.
I never said that. You just assumed it when I told you about a project that I had been working on. But I don't care anymore. I've put it behind me.
So you did deceive us.
No, I didn't. I never lied about anything. You just made assumptions about me without getting the full story.
I have a pretty clear picture of the situation now. The rude fiancé that you told me about before is Sarah.
What do you mean by rude fiance?
What I mean is that you didn't even take the time to get to know Alan before you dumped him like trash. And you said something about Alan being a stalker earlier. Why would you say such a thing?
That's because.
Governor, thank you for your concern, but I'm okay now. I've put it behind me. It's all in the past. In a way, I'm grateful because if Sarah hadn't dumped me, I wouldn't have ended up with Helen. Helen is the one that makes me truly happy. In fact, I'd like to thank Sarah and her family for not taking me seriously.
Now that we know the truth, we apologize for our behavior, Alan.
Me too, I'm sorry about the rude behavior.
Sarah's parents got down onto their knees and begged for my forgiveness.
Wait a minute. We're really sorry. Now that I think about how I treated you, I'm so ashamed.
I was really pissed off about the way they changed their attitudes when they found out about my true identity. So, are you telling me that if I wasn't the son of the CEO of the Busters Group, it would have been okay for you to be rude to me?
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm very angry about the fact that you change your attitude depending on the social status of a person. You're unbelievable!
I'm so sorry. Please, accept my apologies.
Please leave right this minute.
But, Governor...
We don't need you here any longer. We intend on spending the rest of the time here celebrating Alan and Helen's engagement, and you and your family are unwelcome.
Please don't say that. We'd very much like to celebrate Alan and Helen's engagement too.
And I haven't finished enjoying the party food yet. I still want to try out the caviar.
Since you're rich, go buy some on your own and enjoy it at home. Please stop kneeling on the floor. You're in the way of our other guests. We would like for you to leave now. I didn't want to create a commotion at the event, but then something strange happened. Sarah hugged me out of the blue.
Alan, do you still have feelings for me? I never gave you the chance to get over me properly. Maybe we deserve a second chance.
Are you crazy? Sarah was trying to flirt with me, but she was failing big time.
I wouldn't mind getting engaged to you again. What do you say?
I was scared of her. She was acting like a lunatic. She only wanted me for my money. What a bitch! I wasn't going to forgive her or her evil family. Troublebusters! You're delusional! Did you know that? Let me be clear with you.
Are you gonna propose to me again?
She was grossing me out. On what planet would I want to marry someone crazy like her? I'm marrying Helen, not you. Now, could you please leave? You're really starting to freak me out, and everyone else for that matter. I then hugged Helen tightly to show her my affection.
You're a very selfish young lady. You should be congratulating Alan for his happiness after everything that you put him through. Now, please leave before I call the police.
We're very sorry. We'd like to celebrate this happy event with you all. Sarah's family got down on their knees again to apologize once more. Sarah's father also begged for the forgiveness of the governor. We don't need your apologies. Please leave us alone. Our engagement party is a private event, and you're not invited.
Please, wait.
I am sick of listening to your stupid excuses. I got the security guards to escort Sarah's family out of the hotel. And I won't forgive the fact that you not only made fun of me, but also my family. We won't be doing any more business with your company. We don't want to work with unreasonable people. It goes against our values.
Please, wait. This is all a big misunderstanding.
I don't think it is. I can see very clearly what kind of a person you really are. We don't want anything to do with you. Now please leave. I don't want to see you or your family ever again.
I understand. You don't need to be friendly with us, but could you please convince your father to continue business with us?
I need to ask you to leave now. I don't have time to deal with you. Sarah and her family finally left us alone. And I told my father about everything that had happened. My father was angry too, but he suggested that we forget about them for the time being and enjoy the engagement party. After Sarah's father's company was no longer able to do business with us, the company went bankrupt. We didn't know at the time, but we found out later that we were the only business partner that the company had. But I guess that it wasn't our problem. Sarah's father should have been more careful with the financials of his company. He even had some personal loans because he needed the money to keep his company afloat. As for Sarah, she was desperate to find a guy to marry, and she went on lots of blind dates. She wanted to find a rich husband that could help pay back her father's debts.
Didn't your father's company go bankrupt?
How did you know about that?
I remember seeing you and your family apologizing to the governor and the family of Buster's group at a party.
I can't marry someone that's poor. My family wouldn't allow it. In the end, Sarah was treated in the same way that she treated me when she thought that I wasn't rich or important enough. I suppose she needed that to learn her lesson. None of the rich guys that she went out on blind dates with wanted to get married to her. So in the end, she wasn't able to find a guy to help out with her parents' debts. Sarah and her family spent their days eating ramen noodles. As for me, I had a bright future ahead of me. I was getting married to Helen. And I was going to work really hard so that I wouldn't let my father down when I take over the company after he retires. Why does my father want to overwork me like this? I need to save some energy for the time that I become the CEO of Buster's Group.
Helen, here's some coffee. Maybe you can take a short break?
It was Helen that saved me from my time of despair, and she has been my best friend forever. I'm honored to be marrying her. She's always by my side supporting me, and I love her for that. I'm going to work really hard to make you happy.
Well, don't work too hard. I'm going to make sure that we have a happy home together. I can't wait to meet our baby.
I promised myself that I would do anything to protect and keep my family happy. Trouble Busters!
Haley told me about you, but I didn't think you'd be this much of an introvert. Just looking at you makes the atmosphere so awkward.
But I was born with this face. I can't help it unless I opt for plastic surgery.
At least get a proper job, since all introverts are brainiacs and all. But an introverted construction worker? Oh my god! Oh, stop. Oh, this is too much.
I, Alex, am a slightly shy guy. But you gotta search far and wide to find someone whom glasses suit as well as I. Actually, I'm acknowledged by other people and by myself as a certified introvert, and my high school was far from anything ideal. And even in university, I never had the courage nor the time to come out of my shell and meet new people. And in university, I majored in architecture. However, perhaps due to the economic downturn, finding a job after graduating was no easy task. So basically, the job was right up the alley of public stereotype, comparatively less smart, physically powerful, and oftentimes good-looking. I'm Alex. I majored in architecture in college. Thank you for this opportunity.
Dude, chill out a bit. This is construction work, not a prison. Graduated from college, did you, boy? That's awesome. I'm a middle school dropout, bro. And frankly, we need folks like that. Makes better business.
You know I used to be in a motorcycle gang back in the day, right? I came clean a while back though, and now I'm working for the common people.
Oh, hell no. How can I even endure this atmosphere?
In the eyes of an introvert like me, being in this situation was like throwing a baby rabbit in the midst of a pack of mother wolves. They were kind to me, but the ominous feeling of them pouncing on me at any second never faltered, and it was terrifying. But perhaps being thrown into this tsunami of character could help me become a more outgoing person. Determined to make some changes to myself, I decided to go on working alongside these energetic gentlemen. But there were people with more serious criminal records working here too. But, to my great surprise, everyone showed me lots of kindness and compassion.
Great work, Alex. Take a seat here, bro. Here, have some coffee.
Thank you, sir.
I'm telling you, bro, chill the hell out. You work as hard as a goddamn sled dog. Everyone's impressed with you. For real. I thought you would be the shy geek who had the body of a boiled spaghetti. But I frickin' stand corrected, goddamn.
Thank you so much.
Let's go out for a drink after work. I'ma tell you about the time I fought a gang of 100. I was glorious back in the day.
Could you maybe make the topic of conversation a little less graphic? Like, maybe about what dessert we like.
Oh, my favorite dessert's pudding, boy. And not those pieces of shit that look like Jell-O.
I didn't think you'd answer, sir. And the choice is so, adorable.
I prefer the Jell-O-like pudding, honestly. As you can see, these folks often had checkered pasts, but they were now people of respectable nature, and working with them is so much fun. Thank goodness for that. By the way, I have an older sister by the name of Haley. Unlike me, her shy introverted brother, she was of the outgoing, gregarious, popular type. I remember her spending many nights out with her friends, and sometimes boyfriends of course, when she was in high school. One day, to my surprise, she brought home a guy who turned out to be her fiancé.
Nice to meet you. I'm Taylor, and I've been with Haley for the last couple of years.
Taylor here is a colleague of mine at work.
I can see where Haley gets her beauty from. Mr. Kendrick, she tells me you inspired her to become the hard worker she is now.
Oh, nonsense, dear.
You're just the kind of boy I hoped Haley would bring home one day. I just feared that day would never come.
Damn, this guy's the picture of perfect manners. I also gotta go greet him properly. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Alex. Thank you for always taking care of my sister.
Oh, are you Haley's young brother? I've heard much about you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I have an idea. Since Taylor has graced us with this energy, how about we all go out to dinner tonight?
Great idea. How about it, honey?
A wonderful idea. I'd love to come along if you'll have me, of course.
Oh, shit. A meal together with someone you met for the first time? That's an introvert's worst nightmare for sure.
Our family, together with Mr. Taylor, went to eat out to get to know him better, and vice versa. Needless to say, it was actually kind of nice.
Wow, Haley, you really take after your mother. Beautiful. Like mother, like daughter.
Oh, hush, Taylor. You're so sweet. Oh, hush, Mr. Taylor. Way to get a woman turned on.
Ha! Haley herself aside, you did so well in getting Mom in a good mood.
I hear you're working as an engineer, Mr. Kendrick. My job is a bit similar to yours, so I look up to you, truly. Hmm? You really are a kind guy, Taylor, my boy.
And now Dad's in the best of moods. Is this guy, like, professional or what? And that's when I noticed something odd. Mr. Taylor's been chatting and having a good time with Haley and our parents, but I got the distinct feeling he was deliberately avoiding talking to me. Unfortunately, I have trouble communicating with people, so I can't start a conversation very well in any case. But how much he's ignoring me is quite something, I must say. Nah, I'm just overthinking. He's a nice guy, and making a good first impression on Mom and Dad is more important right now. It's not that I have zero aura, you know. I think. I'm going to the restroom. I left the table to do my business, and Taylor, for some strange reason, got up and followed me to the restroom. Can I help you? Are you going to use the befriending as men P tactic to get to know me more?
So, you're working as a mere construction worker even though you graduated university?
Yes, I work as a construction worker.
Begging your pardon, but why are you keen on knowing more about this? You can't be serious. You have to be pulling my leg. Don't you feel sorry for your parents?
Hang on. Your character made a complete 180, Mr. Taylor.
Haley told me about you, but I didn't think you'd be this much of an introvert. Just looking at you makes the atmosphere so awkward.
But I was born with this face. I can't help it unless I opt for plastic surgery.
At least get a proper job, since all introverts are brainiacs and all. But an introverted construction worker? Oh my god! Oh, stop. This is too much.
Why must you chastise me so? What in the world did I do to you to deserve this?
Listen up. I completely despise the idea of becoming an in-law of the likes of you, and I'm not gonna let Haley go since she's such an angel. So will you promise me that you won't ever have anything to do with her after we get married?
What? We are true siblings, related by blood.
Eh? You're talking back at me? This god that stands before you? How dare you? A mere low-life construction slave be a part of my family. You're nothing but an obstacle. From now onward, you don't exist to anyone in your family. Never claim to be Haley's brother again.
Why must you order how I live my own life from now onward? Nothing you're saying makes any coherent sense. You don't see rats building skyscrapers now, do you?
You dare show that selfish attitude of yours? I kept quiet up until now, but I'm part of a gang, you know. Do not underestimate me.
A gang? But you work with Haley in an office downtown, do you not?
That's but one of my two sides. My two sides work different jobs, and they're so good to me, you see.
Is that so? Why do I get the feeling that's a lie?
Nevertheless, if you mess with me, I might be okay with it. But my men will hunt you down and make you suffer, you hear? Get the frick away from me, Four Eyes, and I forbid you from seeing the Kendricks ever again.
I also don't want to get involved with someone with a black background like that if I can help it.
Ah, yes. And you're not invited to the wedding. You got that, Four Eyes?
Hang on. I'm all for never seeing you again, but demanding that I not attend my own sister's wedding? That's even more outrageous. Oh, god damn it, what a frickin' day!
Honestly, why the hell are you the only one of them who turned out so frickin' miserable? Haley and her parents all did so well for themselves, and you're living under a roof that isn't yours.
I'm sorry, my goddamn ass. I'm not in the wrong, not in the slightest. I'd have to run longer than the edge of the universe to cross into the wrong.
After he cast so many threats at me, he went back to his seat and started talking with them again, as though nothing had happened. Haley, Mom, and Dad not knowing of his true colors, the four of them went on eating, drinking, talking, and laughing. I was neglected through and through, and I couldn't even taste the food anymore.
Hey, Alex? You've been sticking your fork in your nose instead of your mouth for a while now.
Sometimes I like a good change of pace, you know?
Are you alright? Or do you suddenly identify as an elephant after some ridiculous epiphany?
Alex seems like a unique kind of boy, almost like a child.
This frickin' bastard, feigning ignorance and laughing to mask his true character. And this is how it went, all the way to the end.
After we came home, I mustered up the courage to talk to Haley. Hey, listen, I have something to say about Mr. Taylor.
He was so happy he would finally get the cute younger brother he never had, you know?
That same frickin' mouse said those words? Unbelievable.
Yeah, but I have these bad feelings about him.
What it is? Just tell me.
Well, it's something that's been bothering me ever since I met him today. It has something to do with his humanity, or rather, his personality.
Bullshit. What are you talking about? You've seen for yourself that Taylor's an awesome guy.
Awesome guy. I think you mean he's a superficially awesome guy.
Hey, he really is your colleague at work, is he? Just curious here.
But of course he is. Why would you ask such a question?
doesn't he have anything about him that's suspicious in your eyes? A good example would be something like riding a black sports car, or maybe a tattoo somewhere on his body.
Enough. This is stupid. Listen, Alex, honey, you're weird, and I love you for that, but honestly, you're just lonely that your lovely sister's gonna get married and leave the house, aren't you?
Gah, I've had enough. I'll just get straight to the point. Listen, that guy's dark side is unlike anything you might be expecting. I'd only seen such a drastic difference between the two colors of something in a game of Othello, for crying out loud.
Alex, you and your stupid bullshit. Taylor's a good guy, through and through.
He should be, especially in front of you. He said some very nasty things to me during that time.
There's no way Taylor would do anything of the sort. Your delusions are getting out of hand. Promise me you'll stop talking smack about who will become your brother.
I should have known. Her mind's become that of an eccentric romantic. What with the wedding getting closer with each passing day, I can't do anything to convince her. Excited about her wedding, Haley paid no heed to my warnings. No matter how much I try to tell her about Taylor's true colors, she shows no intention of listening to me, let alone believing me. But does that mean I should just let her marry a goddamn bastard like that? Absolutely not. Haley's happiness would be in jeopardy if she did marry him. Unforgivable. Troublebusters, initiate! I told my colleagues about what happened with Taylor.
What the frick? He humiliated the great Alex? You can consider his ultimate demise done, my boy. I'll help you out in your revenge. Not to mention, he looks down upon our work. We make the buildings he works in, for frick's sakes.
He proclaimed he's a gang member too. I'm worried sick about my sister's marriage if he really was one. And even if he wasn't, I don't want her marrying someone who would actually threaten someone in secret.
A favor from the great Alex cannot go unanswered. Of course we'll help you. Name what we gotta do and it will be done. For real.
And soon, Haley's wedding day was upon us. The wedding itself went on without any problems, thank goodness, and the time of the banquet was just around the corner. Time for the plan to unfold.
I must interrupt for a special announcement. Mr. Alex Kendrick, younger brother of the bride, has a gift for her. What? A surprise? I wonder what it could be.
I can't wait to see it either.
Unaware of what's to come, the newlyweds seem very excited. And by the way, I did notify those in charge of the establishment by saying, I have a few friends who would like to surprise them, and they aren't on the invitation list.
Well, what a nice party. Where are all the bitches at?
Who would walk in but 3 gentlemen all dressed in black and wearing sunglasses? Of course, they were my work buddies.
Wait, who?
For real though, who the heck are these people?
Oh, even the announcer's flabbergasted. Maybe I should have told her who they are.
We got word that our frickin' comrade is attending a celebration here on this frickin' beautiful night, and we thought we'd pay our respects. But before we do, pretty boy, seems like you did our boy Alex pretty dirty now, didn't you?
What are you talking about? And who the hell are you to barge in our wedding banquet uninvited?
We are the great Alex's men, you see. We just heard from the man himself that you frickin' disrespected him big. Celebration or no celebration, we ain't gonna let this sit with us.
What's all this about?
Your bitch-ass insulted our comrade by daring to call him a parasitic introvert, didn't you? What's frickin' worse is that you ordered him not to come to the wedding at all. And that ain't all you did. You downright called us something like low-life slaves, eh? Working in construction is the same as living among rotten trash and colonies of rats in your eyes, eh? You sure got moxie, pretty boy, letting me, a glorious motorcycle gang leader, have it like that.
What? What's the meaning of all this?
Last but not frickin' least, you threatened the great Alex by saying you're part of a gang, eh? Are you really? Which gang are you in? Heaven's Demons? Mobius? Scarlet Claw? Come on now, spill it!
I'm...
Stop shaking and frickin' talk, pretty boy! Oh, so you can't tell us? Are you a lone wolf? I'ma leave you toothless if you talk now!
You did tell me you worked 2 jobs, one of which was for a gang, did you not? Forgive me, brother, if I'm wrong.
That was sort of a joke, you see.
Speak up, bitch! You did our boy real dirty, eh? You threatened him, eh?
It's the truth, ain't it?
Surrounded by scary characters, Taylor couldn't resist the sheer brutality of the accusations. How's it feel to be the baby rabbit, Taylor, dear, And then...
I'm sorry. I insulted the great Alex by calling him Four Eyes. I also called him a parasite. Yes.
He confessed right then, perhaps because of the atmosphere turning a few shades eerier, or perhaps it was just the intimidating Geis's presence. But those attending the banquet, one by one, started to leave.
You really said those nasty things to my dear younger brother? Threatened Alex? Behind my back? Do you realize how serious this is?
And what about the gang? Are you really part of one?
I'm sorry. That's a lie. The truth is that I'm not part of a gang, nor do I ever want to be.
But it is the truth that you threatened Alex by saying that, eh?
Yes.
Who do you think you are looking down on my brother like that?
I'm so sorry, Haley. I meant it to be a joke, honest. I never dream of taking you away from your brother.
This is outrageous. Consider our marriage over.
Please! Oh, please, wait a second. Forgive me, please!
I can't. I never dreamed you were such a bastard on the inside. The wedding's off.
I never expected Haley to call the whole wedding off right then and there, upon discovering what Taylor really was.
This has been a most interesting surprise. Who would have thought the wedding would be completely canceled as a result? Looks like the surprise was for us after all.
My dear lady, you brought the whole thing to an amazing close, even with everything happening. That's professionalism right there. Yep, the wedding was cancelled, and Haley abandoned her marriage in shame. Fortunately, this was before she went on to sign her registration into his family, so she didn't suffer damage because of this incident. The root cause of the wedding getting cancelled was undoubtedly because Taylor threatened me by proclaiming himself a gang member, which was a lie all along. His insulting me naturally gave him a lot of responsibility for the fiasco, and in the end, not only did he have to pay the wedding fees himself, but he also paid Haley and I compensation and damages. One time, I glimpsed him coming out of a teeny bit suspicious bank, and it seems like he's borrowing money from real gangs now. Honestly, it isn't something you can say so easily, that you're part of a gang. That's like a goldfish saying he's in cahoots with a great white shark just to scare away a butterfly fish. The incident circulated around his job too, and the unspoken contempt from his colleagues is making him very uncomfortable, it would seem. Turns out, he left his job, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here, working the same job with the same awesome people.
Ahoy, Alex! I brought you your lunch.
Hey yo, what a nice surprise. You hardly ever give me anything nice.
Even I make lunches sometimes, you know?
Hey yo, handmade lunch for the great Alex. Oh, yum, yum, yum. I'm jealous.
Oh, I made lots, so please eat all together, if you please.
Hell yeah, thanks a lot. Alex, buddy, your sister's attractive, she can cook, and she can work too.
You flatter me, sir.
Aw, you're blushing, sis. You look like a tomato. This guy Derek looks intimidating at first glance, but he has a caring heart, and his kindness is impressive. I'd be glad if he got together with Haley. Seems like a new romance is gonna be born close by, and I'm secretly cheering them on. Trouble Busters!